begun. My stream started mid-sentence, so that'll make sense. Does anyone want to recap the last session for a hero point?
No.
That God is incredible.
Go for it, OJ.
OJ can do it.
I think I'm doing it.
You are doing it.
You gotta back up a little bit. It's just your forehead on the screen.
What happened last time?
You wanna tell us what happened last time?
What happened last time?
You gotta tell us.
Crazy voices.
Crazy voices?
Yeah, there was a girl voice.
Whose voice?
Yeah, her name was Silk.
Silk?
Yeah, but your daddy played Silk, so it was really creepy.
That's very creepy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then we went and found Romano.
The cheese?
Well, we found Lucky first.
Yeah, I skipped Lucky.
And your bowl of soup.
Dana
Can't
had
forget about that bowl of soup.
Hey, stop.
No, I just helping you.
Few scoops of soup. Talk to Lucky.
that soup
Alright,
scoop.
can you take Carl to bed? He's tired.
Oh,
Good night, honey.
Good night, Carl. Good night, OJ.
no.
Nah.
I
Maybe,
can't.
Better listen.
Can you come to me?
I'll be back.
All right. You can continue to recap if you'd like. I don't remember what you said. We found Romano.
We followed a trail of gold dust to a building very close by. The Lady of the Night Silk pointed us in the direction, and we found a gentleman named Lucky, who is an associate of the Gent Romano. He begrudgingly told us, but we, expertly got the information from him. I think it was just right across the street.
It was pretty close.
It was right
yeah.
near there. Yeah, it was just a
Yeah.
couple blocks away.
Yeah, so a mostly dilapidated building, save for the penthouse, which was immaculate. The Gent Romano lived in there. We realized that he was trying to do business with Mr. Tungsten Carmine, and we also found out that Carmine he's rich because of the drugs. So they basically have two different drug empires. One was trying to merge, the other was not so much. We ended up killing the Gent Romano. Whoopsies. He called on his hired guns, the Red Teeth, which was silly. We've already beaten them before. It doesn't make much sense, but okay. We disposed of them, one by defenestration, the other threw themselves out the window. I do believe.
I think she got thrown out the window.
Yeah, that's defenestrated.
Yeah.
Didn't Val jump?
No, Val got thrown out the window. Sparky whirled.
Sparky just like wind away.
Yeah, but he took
Floyd
Val
was
with
knocked
him.
out.
Floyd, rather.
Oh yeah, someone with the piano. Nice move with the piano, Dano. And then Romano succumbed to a lot of things happening: trees, bullets, lightning, by Mr. Drace to end it off. And that's where we're at.
Got that shot.
Oh, and we were promised a killing fee.
Yep.
Tungsten Carmine.
So you guys are there in the penthouse. Romano's body's there, blackened, mostly kind of roasting on the floor of his own home. Red Teeth are gone.
Was there like a Cajun seasoning to go with his blackening?
No. Um,
Maybe.
yeah. So you guys are in the penthouse. What would you like to do?
Can
can-
I do a perception check just to see what's in the room?
Yeah,
Is-
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. You can do a perception check. That's fine.
Can I put in an offer as this is my new place since this now has no tenant?
I got a 17.
I got an 11 for perception.
Well, that's right. I'm a perception master now.
Oh yeah, do we
I
all
use
want to perceive?
You can all
My new
perceive,
skill. My perception is fucking top
10.
tier. Uh, 11.
Now I'm pretty sure that there's something about this statue, and he's just gonna start feeling all over. Did we ever get a description of the statue? Is it a man? Is it a lady?
It is a man.
So it's even funnier when I said it looked like his mum.
Yes.
Disguised as a woman.
I can barely hear the Luttons, or is that just me?
I can hear the Luttons.
I could hear them. Yeah.
I too
no.
have an equal.
So what does the 17 get us?
17's the high roll. Bessie, did you roll? Dracer.
Not yet. I'm trying to get set up.
Okay.
Bit of a delay. Hold, please.
Were you bragging about your perception and then you got the same exact thing as me, Mike?
Yeah, I rolled a 4, that's why.
Yeah, I rolled a 3. Son of a.
I gave myself a skill to have
15 is what I got.
That's what I
so-
get.
Damn it.
So 17's the high roll. Yeah. So you see a lot of bookcases on the walls. I'm gonna say, just for the sake of, because you guys leveled, that you do come across various scrolls and stuff, and that's how you learn these new spells, and get some new skills and stuff like that.
Cool.
Just
I like
across the
that.
scrolls and books that you find,
Awesome.
you guys level up in that manner.
Feel smarter all of a sudden.
Oh, I
I
found this
will-
great book.
Let me pull up the map of the penthouse. Yeah, so I'll say, you see the bookcases and stuff. That's kind of what you guys, I guess, would initially go through. There's he's got a table that is looks like it has a lid on it, so that could be opened, next to a couple of couches. And of course, there's this desk that has all the screens of the city across the way. So if you want to look at anything in particular, you can do that.
Is there any screens we want to look at? Do we want to be peepers? Do we want to peep?
You can rifle through his
Can we do a
desk,
perception
his
check to
tables.
see if anything on the screens looks interesting?
I'm gonna look through his desk. There's always something good in the desk.
I'll say that on the screens, there's nothing that stands out. First of all, so it's just it looks like the regular bustle of the city. So you want to look through his desk.
Let me check that desk.
You don't check that desk.
Don't check that desk. Got a 22 for that desk.
Ooh,
So,
that desk.
yeah, you get through his desk. You find this dark green pipe that has flecks of red in it. Just it's a beautiful piece of stone, whatever kind of stone it is. It's a pipe.
Like a pipe you smoke, or a pipe that you kill someone in Clue with.
Like a smoking pipe, or like that.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
And then there's also a white key that has a skull on the handle. And you find some
Okay.
bags of drugs.
What has a skull on a handle?
Is this a skeleton key?
Appears to be a key with a skeleton on the top of it.
That's right on the nose.
Hey man, I'm gonna keep that. I mean, I'll let people know that I got a skeleton key.
Try some
You better,
doors.
you
Hey,
better
guys,
go to
check
the
this
door
out.
now and see if it works.
For skeletons. Dano's gonna look really hard at this statue. Does it have an arm stretched out, maybe, or an appendage that might be sticking out from the statue in any way?
There's nothing sticking out from the statue. It kind of has its arm, one arm across its chest, and the other one is down at its side.
Does
Does
his
it-
eyes
does it
follow
have a
you
hole
like
in its
Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
I mean, there's there's a mouth, but like it's not like a big opening. You wouldn't be able to like stick your hand in there.
Fair enough.
What about a key?
What about a skeleton key?
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, based on your perception rolls, nothing suspicious about the statue at this
Alright.
point.
So Dano's gonna take the arm that's crossed in front of the statue and just try to, like, he's gonna try to see if he can turn it, like the arm, like it's a switch. And he's just gonna yank on it real hard.
You're going to just yank on the arm. Okay. That's fine. I guess you want to make a skill check associated with that. You can. If you're just going for brute strength, you can do an athletics check.
I'm athletics checking, and I'm gonna use my new level skill. Just I got a 17. Bada bing.
17.
I pop it and these big muscles. And I go
Yep. So you tug on this arm, and like you just feel the entire statue start to tip. And I mean, you can let it fall, or you can put it back.
Let it fall.
I'm letting it fall. I think it's supposed to tip forward, and so I'm gonna like sort of yank it past me. Like,
So you yank it past you.
I think I found a secret. I found a secret.
It you yank it past you, and it like completely collapses on its side and busts into like a bunch of like pieces of marble.
Did you just
There was a bunch of marble hidden inside the statue.
a marble statue just busted?
Marble statue with a loud thud and crash, and broken all over there's just like pieces of marble all over the floor.
Man.
What kind of drug is my my bag of drugs?
It's like
the
it's
prime
yellow.
gill?
It looks like prime gill. Yeah, you would assume.
Well, I got to take a sniff, make sure, right? I mean, or maybe like do a little like.
You're gonna put
One
some
of
prime
those?
gill in your gums.
No, I'm just gonna assume.
Smart.
Um,
Probably laced with.
I'm gonna do that off screen.
Yeah. So there's. I mean, you can continue to explore the penthouse, or if you want to leave, you can leave.
This is our new house. We can't leave.
Yeah, this is the headquarters. We should
Right?
call
I mean-
George, see if he wants to come down. Or is his name Georgie?
Well, okay. Well, we have to consider the consequences of what we just did. Like, are we gonna deal with
I'm
Lucky?
assuming Tungsten's still there.
Carmine's still there. He sees Luca kind of think about taking the prime gill, and he just says like, hey, and he like nods to you, and it's like, and he says, listen,
Me?
if you're gonna do some experimenting, at least do it right. And he reaches into his jacket and he pulls out a different bag of sealed gold prime gill and throws it to you.
Caught it. All right. I appreciate it. Thanks, bud.
Hmm.
Just for science, you know.
For science.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes over to a phone on the desk,
On the desk.
and he gets ready to pick it up, and he says, "Listen, I'm gonna take care of this, but I think you all need to get out of here before this place gets too much attention. Surely someone saw that woman fall out of the window, and I'm sure that dog of theirs caused quite a ruckus.
Wait, so are you staying, Carmine?
Just temporarily, so I can deal
Aren't
with
you-
the authorities." Oh, you broke up there.
Oh, aren't you worried about getting caught up in the authorities too?
I'm sure that I could talk my way out of the situation.
Well, I'm not objecting to leaving. What about you guys?
You are
As long as we took everything valuable that we need to. I also want to make sure I distinguish the two bags. Make sure I know which is which.
Yeah,
if
they
they're not
look
obvious.
different. They look different enough. but
Okay.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
Yeah.
Dano's gonna pick up the head of the statue. Is the head still together?
Sure. Yeah.
Did it come up?
It came
Yeah,
off in
he's
one.
gonna take- Oh,
You-
I'm gonna take that and like the next biggest chunk, and like just sort of like hold them and carry them.
Okay, so you have pieces of the statue. That's fine. Yeah, they're. If there's anywhere else you're gonna look, then now's the time.
I mean, his penthouse, other than what we see already. What else is there?
Yeah, was there any
Yeah,
other
there's
rooms
a hall to. There's a couple halls, like go to like various rooms, like this bedroom.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It keeps cutting out when I try to talk, but
Oh.
I wanted to go into his closets and steal his suits.
Arrange his linens.
You want to steal his
Rand-
suits? Yeah.
I want to take them.
Well, I'm gonna go stand in the hallway and look out, boys. So you go, you do what you want in here. I'll guard the stairway.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna spend as much time as I can in here, pretend like I own the place and like I'm rich for a little while. Like maybe find like a robe.
Yeah, there's
sorts.
like a monogram one. That has his
Mhm.
name on it.
It's got.
See if there's
he's
some
got
sort of sauna, steam room.
various
I can
robes in his.
relax him. I've already got the smoking pipe. Got a little bit of prime. Got a little prime gill here. I don't know if that's how you do it, but
You
we're
can find
gonna
Does he
figure it out.
have- Does he have suits by Demont?
He does have some suits by Demont.
Yeah, I want to take at least 2, but probably 4.
You're gonna carry 4 Demont suits out of here?
It's
Yeah.
maybe-
This is looking more and more like a looting.
Well,
I'll
it is
put them on. Like, I'm slender enough that I would assume that.
Straight
You
Joey.
wear 4 suits.
Oh yeah. On a scale of Luca to Dano, how big it was Ramon?
How big was he?
Um,
I'm assuming Luca is very small.
Is he?
I don't know.
no,
I
I
make
think
assumptions.
I think
I
he's
mean-
average build. Yeah, I mean, not a huge guy. Maybe a little bit bigger than average.
Fair enough.
I made Luca bigger than me.
Luca, can I borrow that skeleton key so I can just try some doors?
Yeah, sure. It's a pretty valuable thing, but I guess I trust you, June.
It's not like a consumable sort of thing. Like you can't only use it once, right?
You can give it back. I
No,
just
it's
wanna
not.
see
It's
if
not gonna break.
Okay.
Sure.
I just want to make sure that we don't miss anything while we're here. So then, Junebug goes around and tries any door that seems to be locked with the skeleton.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So, let me just explain the key first of all. So, this key, I'll just say is not specific to a door, but it does help you in trying to like pick locks and get into a door. Like you'll get a small bonus to your like a thievery check.
It's almost like a universal key.
Right. It's not a guarantee that you're gonna break in, but it'll help you if
It
you're
gives
trying to
you-
like pick a lock.
Cool.
A tool than it is a key for any place here.
Yeah, you could try like there's a locked closet in the hallway near his bedroom. You could make a thievery check with the key. It grants you an extra +1 to thievery. Now you're not
Ooh,
proficient in
you
thievery,
some?
so
Is anybody
Yeah.
proficient in thievery? Okay, so Luca, why don't you take this back and you give it a go?
All right. I was thinking about
oh shit.
doing a little thievery. This
Well,
looks like
you're-
it'll be handy.
Looting and polluting.
So I guess I'll go to that closet and see why it needs to be locked. I only have a +1 in thievery.
I have a +3.
Do you?
See.
Looks like it's yours then.
+1.
If you want me to try to get into it.
Absolutely.
All right.
What do you do in your spare time?
It's a 16.
Ooh,
And did you add the +1 or no?
No, so 17.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you open a locked closet in the hall. You find some drugs, and you find a like in kind of on a shelf in the closet. There's a mortar and pestle made of like a dark wood, and hanging on a hanger is a lasso.
Is it a lasso of truth?
It's like a
Hey,
nice
Bessie,
looking
can
lasso.
I get that mortar and pestle, please? I could use that for sure in all my outfits.
I can't hear the Latins at all. Like I hear that she's talking, but I can't hear what she's saying.
She wants that mortar and pestle.
You can have it.
She wants the mortar
Okay,
and pestle from you.
Since one of my weapons is a whip, I take the lasso.
Okay, cool.
Unless someone else said they took it.
Nope.
Dano grabs another piece of statue and he throws it down the elevator shaft.
Roll it down, don't know
Throw it
the day.
You hear it go
I have-
dong.
The 4 suits, I opened the closet. Can I just like... Do I think there's a room that the Red Teeth were staying in?
Doesn't look like it. I mean, he's got like a master bedroom. There is a guest bedroom, but it looks pretty immaculate. Like you could slap your hand on the bed and dust would come up. That's not really immaculate, but like not touched in a while.
Right. Okay. I've got my 4 suits. I helped you open the thing. If you guys don't need me, I got business to attend to.
You got business? What you got to attend to, girl? Shit.
There
And
is,
with no argument, I leave. Tungsten called me.
as you're walking out, Carmine, who's also kind of looking through some things like near the telephone, he uncovers a series of like photographs. It's got pictures of Commander Corbin and Commander Gill, Barrister Allen, obviously before Corbin and Allen passed. Shows pictures of some of you guys hanging outside the floppy corn husk.
Ooh.
Um,
Has anyone turned theirs in yet? We should take it.
Is it a good picture of me?
It's a great picture. You've got like you're leaning up against a wall with one leg up, like kind of.
Really? That's a nice one. Can I?
So we don't know for sure if they ever got turned into anyone.
I'm gonna say I'll take those too on my way out, Carmine.
There's also some pictures of like the Carmine brothers on their estate. And there's pictures of shroud encampments that look like a series of tents have been set up in the north part of Mistmore, like near the Windswell Park.
Can we like study those or take the pictures and use them?
Yeah,
for
like
later process?
I asked
Yeah, you take
Carmine if I'll just take those pictures off his hands too on my way out.
Yeah, that's fine. You can take him. He doesn't want them. So
Carmine, how do I do this? Gesturing to the Prime Gill with the pipe in my hands.
he says that pipe. I don't think that pipe is for Prime Gill. I mean, you could try to smoke it, but really, you just take a quick sniff of it.
Ah, a little bump, I see. All right,
Well,
even easier than I thought.
I would suggest
wondering.
doing just a little bit, if you're gonna give it a shot.
I've already got it all over my nose, like, huh? No, I haven't given that.
I'm
For science. Just kidding. I have not tried it yet.
He just kind of picks up the phone, he starts dialing a number, and he kind of like motions. He's like, "You guys should go."
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm already. He gave me the pictures, and I just kept going.
All right, let's get out of here.
Dano pushes the piano to the door,
they entered the piano.
Okay.
and does it fit through the door? The piano?
No. You would.
Okay.
I mean, you could spend some time to do it, but you risk damaging it further.
The piano or the door?
Probably the piano, but potentially both.
Yeah. Here, I'll do a nice big strength check, see if I can push it through the door.
Okay, sure.
We'll see what breaks first. That's a nat 20, total 31.
Of course you got.
That's
Nat 20.
Roll
Yeah,
with
you
that.
push it right there. You tilt it up at a diagonal, and you kind of get it through there. I don't know what
Okay,
you intended to do, but here it is.
and now I push it down the elevator shaft.
Okay. It
So
makes a cacophony of noise and smashes at the bottom.
Oh, there we go, boys. Now we gotta take the stairs.
No.
Good exercise.
All right, yeah, the elevator is no longer functioning.
Any cops that use it that come here, they're gonna be tired by the time they get all the way up. Makes it harder to find evidence when they're huffing and puffing those donut-eating fucks.
Very puffing and huffing.
There we go. Anything
so
else?
I think you guys
Oh,
are
and
good. If you leave there, yeah, it's like you can go. It's at this point the evening time. You could go home for the evening. You could go back to the Whisper Well. What would you like?
I'm gonna check the Whisper Well to see if Myra's there, and then if
Yeah, I
not,
can always go back to the Whisper Well for a little bit.
Right?
Have a
Back-
drink at the Whisper Well.
Back to the Whisper Well, yeah. You guys go there, yeah. Myra's there, kind of just like playing on her piano. Freddy's also there, just like, drinking at a table by himself. And Anita's there behind the bar, just shining glasses and serving no drinks when necessary. A couple other people. No one important. Just like regulars that come in there. He sees you guys come in, and he's like, "So, what's the deal? What have you guys been up to?"
Oh, killing guys and stuff.
We're just murdering.
Just murdering, eh?
Well, you know.
no, we got mixed up in Tungsten Carmine and Mr. Romano's affairs.
Lovely.
They were having an affair?
Did you recover anything of significance? Anything important?
Yeah, I'm gonna show Georgie the photos of the Shroud encampments and us
Shredded.
outside the Floppy Corn Husk and tell them that we saw that they have surveillance cameras everywhere. They were keeping they're keeping tabs on this building specifically, among others.
There were two surveillance systems, right? Like the one
There
that
were two.
Tungsten had, Romano had, and then there was the one at the other place.
Yeah, Lucky
Lucky.
is
They're working
his
together.
office is the other one. Yeah, Freddy sees the pictures and he's like, "Well, this certainly isn't good news. But I have not seen any sign of the Shroud coming by here. So I'm not sure that copies of these pictures or anything like it have made it that far, because if for some reason, they suspect us, then this place would be swarming with peace officers."
But more importantly, and I throw the 4 suits onto the piano in front of Myra and say, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?"
She says, "I think we should say it at the same time."
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Fashion
shall-
show.
Alternations!
Oh.
Oh.
I guess we had different thoughts. Yeah, this is lovely material. You can describe the suits if you'd like. I have to go to the bathroom actually. So go ahead. I'll have my headphones on.
Okay, so I grabbed like a classic black suit. I don't know much about suits. It's a double-breasted suit with a slim leg fit. It's got 3 buttons, and I got one that's more like a deep maroon color. I got a navy blue, and I got like a maroon. Wait, did I say that already?
Mm-hmm.
Like a gray, like a dark gray.
So these
And,
ones the suits you took, or are these suits you've fashioned yourself?
No, these are Romano suits. I just took
Okay.
them,
Gotcha.
and I'm suggesting to Myra that we alter them to fit us, make them a little bit more feminine. Like and then we have like as close to a Demont suit as we can afford at the moment.
Demont.
Very nice suits. Bessie, yeah, feel free to do whatever you like with him. He's dead. He's not going to use them. So
Yeah, so if we're all done here, I'm gonna go home.
I think you guys all deserved a good night's rest. Perhaps we can meet back up here in the morning.
Oh, and Freddy, we're out of per diem again. We gave it all to a hooker and a guy with poop.
How much money did you give away to a hooker? And what were you? I hope it was
For
not
information,
Oh,
he's going to be valuable eyes for us over at the Capitol building. And for all the goings on over there on that side of town. This is intel, Freddy.
All right. Yeah. Having confidential sources is good. So. I mean.
And she's got patient confidentiality, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway.
He gives you 15 gold pieces.
There we go.
He says,
See, that wasn't so hard, Freddy.
I guess we got to keep another one on the payroll.
Is that all of us or just Dano?
I mean, he gives it to Dano because Dano asked. It's up to Dano what Dano does with the 15 gold.
Does anyone want potatoes?
Ooh, potatoes sound good.
Oh, I like potatoes.
You still have to get that recipe for fish.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to the dirty potato. You know, see if Patty McTatty has seen anything. No, it's been a couple days.
So you're going to go
Patty
there
McCarthy.
before you go home?
Any of you guys want to come to the dirty potato with me?
Yeah. Yeah. Time for potatoes.
Okay.
Like to go out and forage some stuff for alcohol and buy some stuff for alchemy stuff.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can do that. You can do a survival check for your foraging in the evening. And then you feel free to...
Go ahead.
Feel free to, like, prep whatever stuff you want to prep for the day.
Okay. I got a 17 for survival.
All right, cool. Okay, hold on.
Ready
17. Okay. So you find, yeah, I mean, whatever materials you want to make alcohol is fine. You can find, and I'll say in terms of alchemical ingredients, just from foraging, that you find, because we're just doing it in terms of value in gold, you find 12 gold worth the materials, like alchemical materials. For crafting.
Well, I'm gonna head to the back and make some more bombs, guys. You guys have fun eating potatoes.
We don't just eat the potatoes, we drink the potatoes.
I mean, go for it. So Junebug heads to the back and starts on some bombs. Should I roll for that now or should I roll for it later?
For crafting?
Yeah.
Well, remember that you can prep a certain amount for free, and that's fine. I forget what the amount is. It's in your, I think it's on your character sheet somewhere.
Yes.
And then,
Did you say bombs or bombs?
bombs.
Ooh, bombs.
For create free items, stealing preparations. Yeah, do you remember how much it was? I know I looked it up before.
I think I had 5 to start, but I don't know if that was something that I had to pay for.
Well, the ones that you get daily, you don't have to pay for. You can do that for free, but they don't carry over. So like if you want to, so like you're not going to get 5 more than you had the previous day. You're just going to have the 5. It's like they're it's kind of weird, but like they don't last longer than a day.
So I can just up my my quantity of 1 of these to 5.
Of the alchemist fire, is that what you're crafting?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. Yeah, you can go back up to 5.
That weirdo.
Okay. I also like to make a bottle of gin and take it over to the Purple Nurple. To that gentleman who makes the gin over there. To say sorry to correct his distilling operation.
You can go down. You can walk down the street to the Purple Nurple. There's like big signs, like there's tape across the entrance that just says like under renovation. You can still walk in if you'd like.
Okay, I walk in and I have a bottle of gin that is infused with elderberry, and it's called "Very Nice to Meet You." And
Nice.
I walk in and I look for, I don't even know what his name is, but the cutie who makes the gin.
You see the bartender is in there. I don't remember if we gave him a name or not the last time. He's in there like kind of like sweeping the floor. Like there's still a lot of debris that needs to be cleaned up, and it looks like Georgie has not really hired a outside crew to do it. He is taking his employees and asking them to go above and beyond to help him make these repairs. So
The
instead
bartender at the Purple Nurple's name is Matt.
Matt.
No last name, according to my notes.
So he sees you walk in and says, "Hey, it's a familiar face."
There. I don't know if you remember my name, but you're Matt, right?
I am Matt. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. I'm not sure if you gave it to me.
I'm Junebug.
Junebug. Good to see you again.
I was feeling a little bit guilty because I know that my associate might have done some damage to your rig, and so I made a nice little jug of my own gin to have for yourself or for the Purple Nurple, whatever you want to do for it. It's a sorry, a hello, and it's yours.
And you hand him the gin. He looks at it and he sees the bottle and he says you've written on like a label on there. He says, "Very nice to meet you. That is clever." I'm assuming it's some sort of berry-based gin.
It's elderberry. I had an excess because I accidentally gave a lot of my patrons the flute, and so I made this to help them get through their illness. Did you know that elderberries are good for that?
I did know that. Never infused a gin with it before, but we'll see. Yeah, maybe. I mean, could be the cure for what ails you. I'm probably gonna keep this one to myself. Georgie has us working kind of extra hours here, and as you can see, we don't really have any customers at the moment.
Say you've earned it. I don't really approve of when bosses take advantage of their employees, but you do what you gotta do, and you enjoy yourself after hours with this jug.
Maybe a little bit during hours.
Yeah.
So.
I also wanted to ask you if it was possible. I know you won't have clientele for a little while, but after what happened, I just was wondering if we could have maybe your help looking out for anything suspicious, so that kind of thing doesn't happen again.
So you want me to look out for giant like ghosts, or because I'm happy to tell you if we run into something like that,
or anybody who tries to kill your main act, Either.
Yes. We I will. I guess I'll be in touch with you if we have another situation. Yeah. I assume
You can reach me at the floppy corn husk, and and let me know if you need any more gin.
Sounds great. I will be in touch with you if anything comes up, and I'll call you and let you know how the gin is as well.
Well, Junebug kind of like awkwardly saunters out and trips on her way out, but she's still feeling pretty good. And she walks out back to the floppy corn husk, just blushing.
Cool, so you walk back. So who all's going to the Dirty Potato?
I'm already there.
Dano is going to the Dirty Potato.
So the gentlemen are taking a trip to the Dirty Potato.
The gentleman.
Yeah, you walk in. Yeah, Taddy's there, and he says, "Fellas," as you walk in.
Taddy.
Welcome back. Have a seat. Any booth you like.
Taddy, I got a present for you, my boy.
Oh
I
yeah.
pull out the statue head. I say, here you go. It can be the new mascot.
Thank you, Dano. I
To him.
Are you sure? I mean, this seems like an awful lot for you to give me.
Oh, Teddy, we're brothers now, boy. Go on, you take it. You put it up there and just remember who gave it to you.
You hand it over to him. He kind of like can barely hold it, so it kind of just goes to the floor where he's standing, and he's like, I think it looks pretty good right there for now.
Oh, Teddy, you lazy son of a bitch. Anyway.
Well, are you here for a bite?
Oh yeah, a bite and a drink, and also we've been meaning to ask, what's your secret, Taddy? What you putting in that sauce there, boy?
Oh, you mean the secret sauce for the Dirty Potato?
Well, of course. Come on, I give you a head. You give me the sauce.
It's SpongeBob or Plankton.
That's what Scott says to me in the bedroom. No, that's what I would say. Never mind.
He says, I don't know, Dano. It's been in the family for quite some time.
We're family, Taddy. Come on.
You can make a diplomacy check if you want to try to push him a little bit.
Any of you guys want to help me do a diplomacy
Let
check?
me see what my diplomacy is looking like.
I'm actually not great in the diplomacy. I feel bad that we're just gonna hand this over to Vish. Should we not just like make up a recipe that's close enough? Like, I don't know.
He makes it.
Give him like the knockoff version.
You can just like leave a ingredient off.
Yeah, something that seems insignificant. But he'd know.
How about this, Teddy? We get to try. You bring out that sauce, a whole quart of it, and if we can guess 3 ingredients that's in that potato sauce, then you tell us the rest. What do you think, Teddy? What do you think, Teddy? Come on. You know you love to gamble, and to make it a little sweeter, there you go. And I put another 5 coins on top of the head.
You're per diem.
He's like, he takes a 5. Did anyone make a diplomacy check or no?
I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Diplomacy.
I don't have much.
21.
14.
Oh, a dirty 20.
All right, he takes the gold coins. He's like, "This will pay for the gravy." But I'm gonna say that you need to guess 5 ingredients, and I'll give you the rest from there. There's only like 6 ingredients.
I think that's fair. If we guess 5 out of 6, it gives us the last one for,
There we go. And then we guessed at least 5 of the recipe, and then we just tell that to what's his face, Fishy Boy.
Leave out the last one.
All right.
So yeah, he goes to the back. And he comes back with like a bowl of just the famous gravy, secret gravy.
That's some freaking secret gravy.
Okay, I'm gonna go first. I take like a handful. I hold it.
It's very hot.
I don't wince.
You don't wince as you take 4 points of damage.
I can smell your skin searing. Looks a little hot, Dano. No?
Okay.
Did you Winnie the Pooh, the gravy?
I'm gonna say potatoes.
He
Damn
says,
it.
"Oh, come on, you know there was potato in there."
Well, now I gotta think of something else to guess.
He's like, "That's one. I'll give you one. That one's free."
There we go.
Was that the sixth one you were gonna give us?
No,
We
that's
didn't-
not the secret ingredient.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you go next.
Me?
Of course, Luca. Here you go. And I hold my hand up to his face.
Okay. So I'd also, because I'm not a fucking pussy, I take a handful of this gravy. I do wince.
You take 3 points of damage as you burn your fingers on the hot gravy.
A hot gravy. I do it like a wine tasting, like a little, kind of swirl it around in my mouth a little bit. Also, because it's fucking piping hot. Do some of that like inward breathing, like. I would have to say, for someone who doesn't cook or make anything ever, butter.
He's like, "There's butter in there. All right, that's
Oh,
2.
thank God.
You've got 2. Oh, any gravy's got butter. These were givens. That's why I increased it to 5.
Okay.
I didn't know you'd
I
think
got
there'd be potato in there."
Your place only has potatoes. I'm surprised it has butter.
Alright,
All right,
Grace
all
has
right.
to guess one.
I'm not gonna stick my hand in there. That's ridiculous.
You're gonna lick one of their hands?
No, I'm not gonna do that either. I'm gonna eat it like a civilized human, magic folk. I'm gonna use some of my little ice to like make it a more room temperature. I'll do it very subtly so they don't notice that I'm doing it.
I noticed that it's not piping hot. There's no steam coming off that.
Shut up. You're welcome here.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's gravy. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it has flour.
Oh,
There's some flour in there. That's a gimme. That's another gimme for you.
goddamn Grace.
You're gonna
Saved-
need.
you saved-
You're gonna need 2 more ingredients in my gravy to get the secret ingredient.
Probably 2 other types of potato.
Right, it's
Oh, it's a very interesting. It's just to be clear, Taddy, is it we have to get all 5 right, or can we just say a lot of ingredients, and if we get like inclusive list that 5 of those happen to be correct, then we've got it.
I'll give you 2 wrong answers.
Okay, good. So not 3
Okay.
straight, but
I take a fresh handful with my other hand.
It's cooled down a little bit because of the icy spoon that went in, so I'll say you don't take damage from the second scoop.
Okay. I lick, and while licking it, I also notice there's some slight. He notices that there's a couple of specks of orange in there. I'd say, Paddy, are you putting sweet potatoes in that?
Dano, there's no sweet potatoes in my gravy. If there's something orange in there, it doesn't belong there.
Oh no!
It's probably your
So I don't
skin
know
from
what
the
you
last
ate.
time.
That orange might have been on your hand. You know, we have spoons, and we put the gravy on things. You don't have to just eat the gravy, but if you're I guess if you're trying to guess what's in it,
There.
maybe it was a spoon.
Is there any potential roles we could do for this, or are we straight guessing?
You were straight guessing. You can look. I mean, if you can make a perception check on it if you want.
Well, it's Luca's turn.
I noticed the second scoop of gravy didn't hurt you, so I go in for another one too. I'll give it the same hand though. You know, I don't like to get too dirty while eating.
You double dip the hand.
I do a little, you know, we gotta make a show of it. All right. Again, someone who doesn't cook or make food. That's a lady's job. I'm just gonna guess because it's in everything. I mean, can I combine these onion garlic powder,
Whoa. Whoa.
or should I go for one or the other?
Whoa.
I would say if you had to pick one, I would say garlic, just because garlic's
Garlic.
in things.
Garlic powder goes in everything, right?
Whoa.
There is some garlic powder in there.
No garlic powder.
It's all down to you, Dres.
I kind of mixed the onion powder and garlic powder together, so we'll count that as just one thing. I have a big old tub of it just mixed together. I mean, you put it in everything.
I said it together.
Normally,
together.
things that have onion powder have garlic powder, so why not just
Yeah,
mix them
it's a-
together?
All right.
All right.
All right, you're one ingredient away from my secret ingredient.
No, I don't even need another taste because nobody said any kind of liquid yet, and it clearly needs to have a liquid in there.
Oh.
So it has to be some kind of stock.
Oh.
We think like chicken or beef, maybe.
A little bouillon.
Bouillon. What do we think? Do you think it's like is stock too general? Or does it need to be more specific?
You'll have to be more
stock would
specific
be-
than that.
Oh, okay. Well, that one's on you. We do have a.
I think
We got it.
chicken stock or beef stock? What are we thinking? What kind of gravy?
I would assume beef.
Well,
Potatoes.
it's got to be the regular old Famian possum. It's a delicacy over there.
Say that again.
Famian possums.
Is that a
Okay.
white meat? Is that white meat or dark meat?
Green.
Green meat.
You know, you leave it out for a couple of weeks to give it that fermented taste. But
Oh, fermented
I
possum.
think I'm leaning beef. I'm gonna say beef. Beef stock.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Teddy slams his hand on the table. You got me with the fifth ingredient. It's beef
Yeah.
stock.
oh,
Let's go, boys.
listen, Taddy. You just tell us what the last thing is. You don't gotta tell us no ratios. That's where the real art comes in.
He comes in close. He's like, come in real close, I'll tell you. Now don't go spreading this everywhere. This is my family's secret ingredient.
Of course not, Teddy.
He just love Taddy.
There's of love, but yeah, that's not the secret ingredient. That was the given one. That you would have gotten that if you guessed one of the five was love. My family likes to put a little bit of soy sauce in the gravy.
Soy sauce.
Ooh, soy sauce. That's why it's so salty.
We don't put salt in there, so we use the soy sauce. Instead, it darkens the color and it gives it that distinct dark brown color, and adds the salinity.
I'm about to make this gravy like in real life.
A little soy sauce. All right.
Thank you, Taddy. You can rest assured, no one's going to be hearing this recipe, except for the likes of us and our good friends.
In our family.
All right, I'm trusting you. This is my livelihood we're talking about. You wouldn't betray my
Don't worry.
livelihood.
5 years.
Not me. Not me personally.
Here, Taddy, get us a fresh bowl, will ya? And I flick another gold coin at him.
Oh, okay.
He goes to the back. To get
Did we
you-
even finish the first bowl?
No, there's a little bunch left in the first bowl. But he goes back to get you another bowl. All right,
What are
so
we
I'm
even eating now?
gonna say we leave. I don't.
Just gravy.
Bessie doing anything else this evening, or just
Myra and I probably went back to our apartment. We would
Mhm.
probably check on the people whose names I can't remember staying in Karen's apartment. And Myra's
Oh, yeah.
apartment.
Pam and
Pam and Larry.
Yeah.
So we'll go
Yeah.
check on them real quick.
It's been a while.
Yep.
Knock, knock, knock.
Larry comes to the door, and he kind of is rubbing his eyes because it's late at this point, and says, "Hey, everything okay, Miss Barton?"
Yes, we've just been a little busy. We wanted to check in on you guys and see what you're up to and if you've come up with a game plan, your next step, what you're trying to do.
I mean, I think the best course of action for us is going to be to leave town. We don't have a exact game plan yet, but we're working on it. We're we're putting our heads together to figure out where to go next. I mean, we might head out west. To be honest, like just to get a kind of a fresh start. You know, Pam's the
I
only
don't.
family I have.
I would avoid the north.
The north. What's wrong with
Yeah.
the north?
Well, I just hear that there's encampments of the Shroud north of Mistmore, so you might want to steer clear of that.
Got it. Yeah, we will stay away from them. Just as clarification, they're not north of Mistmore. They are in North Mistmore.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So they are setting up camp in town. Basically, yep. We'll west. Straight west. Head out that way, and hopefully we won't run into any trouble. We won't trouble you guys anymore. And like I said, fresh start. Looking forward to it. Anything? I'm really tired. Is it okay if I go back to bed?
Yeah, sorry. Yep. Good night. Give Pam good night kisses, and we go to my apartment.
He says he's like, okay, that's a bit weird because she's my sister, and I don't know, we're adults, but we'll talk to you later. We'll let you know when we have a better game plan as to what's going on.
Yeah.
You
Sounds
guys
good.
go back to your apartment. And are you?
We stay up and alter the suits.
Cool. Into something particular? Or are you turning them into just like
Smaller
fancy
suit?
women's suits, or?
Yes, yeah, so for the blazers, we're making we're almost like making the shoulders like more puffy in the shoulder. I guess they're automatically puffy in the shoulder area because of it being a man suit, but then like it gets tailored in so that it's like a really slender arm when it gets down to the wrist. And then we're probably going to not make it cropped, but make it come up higher on the waist and more fitted.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pants, we're probably going to, like cut the seams in the inner thigh and try and make it into like pencil skirts.
Cool. You will need to make a check for this. I'll let you use your theater lore as like almost like costume design sort of crafting.
Theater lore.
We're only doing it to 2 suits because I want at least 2 of them to be good. So we're doing like the maroon and the navy, I think.
Okay.
And that was a 13.
13. Okay.
I would actually like to use a hero point to reroll.
Okay. You have one, correct?
Did we get one at the start of the session?
Nope.
No.
I guess I don't know if I have one.
That's fine. Just you can reroll. I'll let you reroll.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's not of any great consequence. It's a 23.
Yeah, so you craft these into fashionable skirts and new blazers. Myra's like trying it on like navy, and she's like, navy's my color.
Girl, you flaunt it.
She says to you, like, did you? I hate to ask you this, but did you steal these suits? I mean, did you buy these? Where did you get them?
Is it stealing if it's from the dead?
Did he deserve it?
Absolutely. They always do.
Navy is my color. And she like goes back to a mirror and is like readjusting it.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do before?
I imagine that took us all night. We probably did not sleep.
You will have to rest at some point, so I wouldn't say it takes you all night with that roll, but you're up late. And unless you guys want to do anything else before you go to rest for the evening.
Nope.
You good to go? Like,
I might try and ring Carmine and see how everything went at Romano's.
so you call him? Okay, you can call him.
Yeah. All right. I'll ring him.
He answers. This is Carmine.
Mr. Carmine, this is Bessie Barton. How are you?
Bessie, I'm doing okay. I think it.
How did everything go?
It's just fine. Nothing suspicious of you guys or myself, of course. No one saw you guys leave or enter here. There were some people that did. As I was correct, like the authorities did come soon after. So it's good that you left when you did. I think it's best if we maybe are incommunicado for just a brief period of time, just in case the authorities get any ideas.
I do understand that. Now, I'm just a little bit concerned because we agreed to help find out what happened to your brother, and then we ended up killing a man. I'm just wondering if that was a fair compensation for what ended up transpiring.
Well, I did say I would pay you a bonus for what went down, so I will. It just give me a little bit of time to get it to you.
What's going on with all that surveillance that they had? Are you taking it over, or did you destroy it?
The equipment does look. I feel like it's too valuable just to destroy. But I'll worry about that. Don't you worry about it.
I'm going to continue to worry about it.
All right, we'll talk about this later. We can definitely talk together and figure something out.
I'm all good. Just remember, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You don't do anything unsavory for me and my friends.
Never. I would never do that. You guys
have a good night.
Been very helpful, and yes, good night. I will call you.
Okay.
He hangs up the phone.
All right. I'm probably gonna rest after that.
Are you guys all good to rest?
Sleeping.
You all go to sleep. While the party sleeps, goes off to dreamland. You all have a vision in your dream. And I'm going to display something on my Discord stream. So if you want to maximize that screen, you can get a better look at it.
On the Discord?
In the Discord, yeah, I'm going to play something. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Everyone good?
Oh, yeah.
Nick, you good too?
I think I'm on the right thing.
I haven't played. It's just gray right now. I haven't played. I haven't done anything yet. But it's going to play. Let me turn the volume up.
Yeah, I can see you turning the volume up.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see you. The spirits take what they must, but give so much in return. I always felt I was destined for a higher calling. And at my lowest point, Typhus called out to me, reached for me, and pulled me from the brink. Not even for a brief moment was I blind. I'm not sure if you're to thank for my life, if you can call this a life now. But I will offer you this gift, if you can call this a gift. If your path remains true, then I will see what is yet to come. The world, our world, is depending on you in so many more ways than you can imagine. There are people being held against their will, and their great power and life force is being drained from them. The purpose of taking this power they seem. And those who seek an end to Magickind will continue to target them until they have amassed enough power to their liking. There is a spirit being held captive by those enemies of magic. He is not so easily drained of magical force, though he is a bit too trusting of humankind. And he is locked in confinement in the northern corner of your city. I have long feared for this world. There is only so much the spirits are willing to intervene, even to save one of their own. But I have faith that you will do what is right. The rest is up to you. I can see you.
Sorry, it's repeating. So that is, as you all sleep, you experience this shared vision. Sorry, that's too loud. Cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's the next morning. You get if you like to, if anyone make any perception checks or anything, like you can make a religion check, whatever you want to do, and I'll give you some information about what you saw.
Okay.
I want to make a perception check to see if that was Talia's. I'm assuming that was Talia.
It looked like Talia. Yeah, she's talking about being blind.
No roll necessary.
Oh.
That looked like Talia, but she looked older than when you last saw her. She was a teenage girl when you saw her. This looked like a young woman, but unmistakably.
Alright, I'll try a religion. It's a 16.
So you did see some imagery of some other spirits in this vision. Like there was like a glimpse of what Typhus looks like, which big strong man, big white beard, wielding a trident. There was some imagery of what looked like a as the vision implied, there's a spirit that has been captured in confinement. This looked like the spirit looks almost like a hippie. He had like a scruff on his face and like kind of long hair, just like a leather jacket and like denim pants on. There was also some visions of just like monstrous beings that could be other spirits, but not ones that you would immediately know who they are.
Okay.
So,
anybody else rolling?
I rolled a 17 perception.
What are you looking for? Anything in particular, or do you have a question in mind?
Is it him?
It looks like him.
Him who?
Okay. In the vision when she said that, did it indicate, like, were we seeing areas, or she just said northern parts of city?
She said the northern corner, such like a very northernmost part of the city, is what she was implying.
So basically, where the camps are.
Okay.
What is Taddy putting in that sauce?
I know.
At this point, we're all still like in our separate houses and stuff.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I think that Junebug gets up and moves to the bar area of the Whisper Well. To see everyone of the Pharaoh Hand to come sooner rather than later. So she'll wait there for everybody to make a plan.
Cool. I assume you guys kind of all gather there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Me in my new maroon suit. And I've got like a green blouse on underneath and like an ascot type thing. going on, and like a small like black hat.
Cool. Cool. If you're fishing for more character art, you got another thing coming.
No, but like the character art that you showed me, like that's the kind of thing she was going for. Like,
oh, like
Just so you know.
random, yeah, like the fashionista sort of thing.
yeah.
Very, not avant-garde's not the right word, but very fashion forward.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, Freddy's there at the same table he was at the night before. As you guys walk in, and he can see some bewildered looks on your faces as you walk in. He's like, what's going on? He's like, I looked at some of these pictures. Luca, I think it's best if you do a broadcast today, maybe just like tell the public to steer clear of Windswell Plaza because of the military possibly being there, and if we're gonna do something about them, then I don't want it to get ugly with some innocent people.
Okay. Sounds good. Had this freaking crazy dream last night, Freddie. Let me tell you. I don't know. It kind of flipped me out. We saw that girl, that blue-haired girl, the one who got slashed in the face.
Yeah. I mean, trauma. You'll probably be picturing things like that for a while. It happens to the best of us.
I don't know, man. This one felt a little more than just a regular dream. More like.
You had it too?
Dream.
What? You also saw the blue-haired girl?
Yeah, I saw more than that. She was talking to me and saying that someone was being held captive in the north, and I assumed by the shroud.
She's talking about a spirit, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty jumbled. I couldn't really make much out of it.
She said that's why they were taking magic people to accomplish some kind of goal to some end of that nature.
Can I look at the photos and see if the encampment is like very new, or has that always been kind of like a presence in the north?
Because you asked that specifically, from looking at the pictures, it looks new. It looks like this is a recent development. Yeah, you can just tell by like the materials and the like the ground is not super trampled all
Are there any people in the picture?
Yeah, there's pictures of Tess Gill there talking to some guards.
Do we feel like they're like experimenting on us magic folk, like, or just taking us prisoner? I mean, what do you think they're doing?
They could be sucking the magic force out of people to like create some kind of weapon or something to like wipe out magic.
But how are they sucking
with this spirit?
Like, how are they sucking out the power? They got a machine, or they got a magic user on their side? We already know they're not above iron.
Well, Lucky, maybe it's a conversation we should have with, I don't know if Lucky's willing to see us, but they made a great sacrifice in order to obtain the security system that they have.
Lucky's probably not a fan of ours right now. We did just kill his employer right after he sent us over to go see him.
He knew there'd be a fight.
He probably did it on purpose so that way he could take over the operation.
You think so? Maybe we could convince him that was what we were trying to do. Maybe that we could get in on the ground level.
He owes us money.
Yeah. You're pretty good at that. Telling people, just pay me.
But so like they had to give a piece of themselves so that they could get eyes in the city. Tess Gill's missing an eye. Maybe she sacrificed a bit of herself for technology that could suck the magic force out of people.
I thought Dano said that he did that.
Yeah. Dano
I remember when I
took the eye. So Dano bit her in the face.
I mean, I remember her sharing some choice words afterwards, but I don't think that many of them were magical, you'd say.
Okay. I forgot that detail.
She sacrificed someone else.
Could be. I mean,
she used to have a dick.
Whoa. Not that I could tell. Oh, wait. Quiet showers.
Yeah, Freddy. So you guys kind of explain the vision to Freddy and kind of talk it out, and he says, you know, if they've somehow captured a spirit, first of all, who knows what kind of power it takes just to do that. And but I think, you know, it's our duty to do what we can to help set him free. Don't you think? I mean,
Yes.
I am absolutely going.
does anyone
It-
Who is this,
have any idea?
this dirty-looking spirit anyway? Who, like, is it Jeffrey, or who are we talking about? I didn't recognize
is-
him.
It is most definitely Jeffrey, and we need to
Okay.
go rescue him now.
Ow.
I know you've got a thing for him, Bessie.
Well, we can definitely head that way. But we don't want to raise too much panic. Luca, you may want to get in the booth and put out your broadcast.
Roger.
Probably a good idea.
Come on, Leo. It's our time to shine.
Right away, boss. Here's your copy. He gives you some papers.
All right, is this thing on? Skip towards the important stuff, the juicy stuff. Alrighty, well, trouble appears to be piling up around Mistmore as what appeared to be the remains of local philanthropist Romano Gillespie was found a few blocks from his penthouse residence in East Kendall. Leads at this time include a man and woman dressed in red suits that descended from the 5th story via a broken window, per eyewitness accounts. Authorities warn citizens to stay away from these two as they should be considered armed and extremely dangerous. However, please report to an officer if you should happen to pass by them. The city may begin to see government forces swell up again as President Straub is declaring acts of defiance against the Shroud as a national emergency. Straub said, and I quote, "These are trying times for our people. I continually do everything in my power to enrich the lives of these normal folk, but these magic kind will be defiant to their bitter end. And we will show them who truly has the power. As a reminder, steer clear of peace officers of the Shroud and comply with their orders as they are looking out for the safety of our citizens." This broadcast is brought to you by our sponsors. Aaron Young's Tons of Fun Tongue Gum. Run the gum on your tongue and gum, and a ton of fun is won. Aaron Young's Tons of Fun Tongue Gum. Bad breath? Try refreshing your mouth with Cutie Pie Chewy Breath Rubber. Cute. Take Minty to the extreme with Ravager Rush Peppermint Mouth Slap. Grab a bag and crush the rush. That's it for us tonight. You all be safe out there.
He says, and we're out. Nice one, boss.
Thanks, Leo.
Hold on, this music is a
See,
little too
it's so
intense
many
for me
people
right
in the booth with you, Luca.
Can we see like the map of the city? Can you pull that up?
You can't, look behind the curtain. There's magic that goes on, you know?
There's
Oh,
Matt.
okay.
Just me and Leo in the booth. He's the only man I trust back there.
The broadcast goes out.
I also like to broadcast naked, so I mean, there's that.
It doesn't.
That's how I do my best work.
He Freddy says, did you guys recover anything interesting from Romano's penthouse when you were there? Anything that could be useful in some way?
Nothing much. Just little snoochy boochies, and I take out the 2 bags of prime gill and unfurl them like Jane Silent Bob. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you show him the drugs. And he was like, you brought 2 bags of drugs?
Yeah, well, I only had 1 to start, and then Carmine thought if I was gonna, do a little dabbling, that I might as well dabble in some good stuff. So he couldn't pass. He didn't pass on the opportunity to hawk his wares.
Have you
Also
done
found
it?
a skeleton key. but it
I
seems-
haven't. You want to try a little?
I'm tempted. If it's, I mean, it's glowing. I've never done it before.
Me either. I don't know.
I don't know that now is the time to be experimenting
Yeah,
with
maybe
drugs.
now's not the time for us to be deciding to do
You can
drugs.
do it as a Hail Mary in
Definitely not the time. Not right now, Freddy. And I give him a look like, Allie, 2 minutes. Let's go. Very knowing. Tap on the nose. Wide eyes.
He
Are
says,
we leaving?
Definitely not right now. It's too early in the morning. It's way too early. Who would do Prime Go right now?
You can make if you want to
At this hour?
the diplomacy check to try to convince him.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
In this economy?
Be diplomatic as fuck. Let's see, what do I got? Diplomacy, not much. 15.
15. A 15 is enough to convince him to walk out to the alley with you.
Yeah, we totally weren't obvious in letting everybody else know what our plan was.
And I found all these chunks of statue. And I pull out like chunks of statue out of my pockets and show it to him.
He's like, oh, good. You could probably bash somebody with those. It's good to have big bludgeoning
That's a good idea.
rocks.
Back in my pockets.
Hey, you guys go out to the alley, and if you're gonna do drugs,
Yeah, we notice everybody's focused on the bits of statue. And we decided that was our time to go. Like, everybody's, come on, we sneak
are
out.
you going to try Carmine's drugs, or are you going to try Romano's drugs?
I'm gonna try Carmine's drugs.
You take a snort of the drugs. I'm gonna need
Well,
you to
that-
pull the
You're
stream
dead.
back up, because I got something else. You're gonna see another vision.
No.
Oh, pull the stream back up. All right, let's do it.
Where's it at? Hold on. Here. There.
Make sure you turn the sound back up.
Yep, thank you. Luca snorts the prime gill, and your eyes kind of roll back in the back of your head in ecstasy as you see this vision.
Do not forget my domain, dear mortal. Perhaps you have been surrounded by stone and machines for too long. Even still, I see you've made friend of a wild one. Hang on to this companion, dear mortal. Give her my love, and she will unleash her wild ways upon your enemies. Do not forget.
That's it. Just a brief
I
vision.
could not hear that.
Ooh. I think that was my goddess talking to me. She told me I was straying off the path a little bit.
You couldn't hear it?
I couldn't hear anything. I mean, I heard talking, but I couldn't make out what they were saying. It was too quiet.
Same.
Sorry. I almost maxed out the volume here, but I'll try to turn it up even higher next time.
I heard it.
I guess we wouldn't know what your vision is, so as long as you heard it, that's the important thing.
This is true. Yeah, that was just for me. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
The question is, did you make a drugs video for everyone, or did you just know Luca was going to be the one that did it?
I know. There's only one. There is only one video.
No, it was titled Drugs Luca, so he clearly
Very
knew.
specific.
Uh-huh.
I didn't
so
look
you
at
have
the
that
file
vision.
name.
Freddy has not taken it yet. He sees you kind of, your eyes roll in the back of your head, and you kind of like slump down. It's like, maybe I shouldn't.
Just do it. Come on, man. You took the steps out into the alley. You're here now. Let's just, Freddy.
He's like, just a little bit.
That's all you need.
And he snorts a little bit, and same thing happens to him. His eyes kind of roll into the back of his head, just for 10-15 seconds. Comes out of it. He was like, holy shit.
Right. Telling you.
I think Mitvian was talking to me.
You heard Mitvian? I heard my goddess, whose name I remember. Person I
Are you guys
follow.
still in the alley?
Yeah.
I hear
And
somebody
anyway,
talking. I'm like,
this rock came from his foot, and this other rock also from the foot, like next to the.
oh no.
All right, I guess we should get back to everyone.
Yeah, that's all we're never gonna touch the stuff again. That's all we
I
need, right?
can't. I don't know why people would say this is addictive at all. I mean,
Right. I mean,
one and done.
like
One and done.
we're never gonna do it again.
Well, it's
Cool.
talking to the divine domain. You know.
I mean, we might as well dump the stuff, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep it over here right now, just in case anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
One and done though.
Hold it.
Maybe we'll just sell the rest of it. You know, make a little coin. You know, make a little money for the pharaoh hand. You
Not
know
all.
what I'm saying?
No, don't sell all.
So,
of it, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna sell all of it. Might not sell all of it. Whatever I don't sell, we'll split. Obviously, me and you, halvesies. But probably gonna sell all of it. You want to take one more bump just right before we go back in? Just one more, just like the tiniest little bump right before we go back in.
I'm good. One's good for me.
All right, I'm just gonna take one more little bump and I blow it in his face.
He's like, not cool. As,
I know, but I'm gonna do one too. So we both did two. Cool, we're done. Just two. That's all.
Yep, and you don't get another vision with the second one.
I mean, that's how drugs work. I know you guys don't really do them, but you're always chasing that first eye.
Are you guys back? I'm sorry, I've got stuff going on my phone, but are you guys back in
they're coming
the
back
bar?
in now. Yeah, now they're back.
Yeah.
And
Come
did
back
you
in.
say that you saw your spirits that you follow?
A little wide-eyed.
Not yet.
I haven't let you guys know that yet. No, I'm
Freddie
just
has
walking back
not
in.
said anything.
Our eyes are completely dilated, and
So,
we totally don't know that we've done drugs.
The wind something park. The park. We're gonna go save the.
Wait! What did you guys just do?
We had a thing to do outside. It was like a
Levelin
delivery.
wanted to go out and.
Yeah. There was a delivery being made.
Can I make a perception check on them to see if I notice that they definitely did the drug?
You can make a perception check.
Just a little jittery. It was nippy outside, so I'm a little chilly. That's all. I'm just like a little chilly.
Is it +7 now? Hold on.
Yeah, +7.
I did a 23.
On a 23, you can tell the eyes are dilated and there's a little bit of yellow.
Why are you looking at me like that, Bessie? I don't understand.
Under the nose.
What?
This is like metagaming. I can't say what I want to say. How was it?
All right. I can't keep anything from you guys. We're best friends. And I also want I want to know what you guys see too. Who wants to try Prime Gill?
What do you mean? What do we see?
Well,
you see into the divine domain. I mean, I talked to Mitvi and talked to me.
My
Without
goddess?
hesitation, I grab the bag and I take a huge sniff.
Oh
Jesus Christ! That was the wrong bag.
Wait, yeah, you're.
I'm assuming if you were you weren't
bag.
holding both bags still.
I was holding both bags.
That's fine.
I'm just kidding. You have to yes hand. Nope, I said it. It happened.
He has to go into the other video box for that one.
Back to the stream.
There is one for everybody.
You don't know that.
All right.
There's only one way to find out. So you all get high. All right.
Say no.
This is
Can
the
you
highest.
test the volume real quick?
Yeah. I'll
Do
play
not forget my
Lucas
domain,
again. Can you hear
dear
that better?
Laura. Perhaps you have been surrounded by stone and machines for too long.
No, let me turn my volume up.
Yeah, that could be it.
Perhaps you've been surrounded by stone and machines for too long.
All right, go ahead.
I'll continue to play. You want to try it again?
Yeah.
Even still, I see you've made friend of a wild.
Okay, yeah, I can hear it.
Okay.
Cool.
Bessie sticks her fucking face in the bag.
Yes.
And this is what you see.
It's been a long time, my dear. Too long, I'm afraid. Too long, and possibly too late. For the first time in a long time, I feel fear. Would you help a humble spirit in need of his freedom?
I think that was Frank Zappa.
There you go.
Oh, hold on. I accidentally turned the volume all the way down. Say something?
Hello?
Yeah, okay.
Something.
Something.
All good? Anyone else taking a little trip?
What, we have to now?
Pass it over, Luca.
You know, this is just what the dare officer said would happen.
Absolutely. There's enough to go around. But
Is this all happening simultaneously?
I think so, yeah.
Like, I took a whiff and just, like, held the bag out as I had my vision.
Yeah, so... Junebug...
Uena. That's her name. Uena. Got it.
This is what Junebug sees.
Oh my.
She hasn't found us yet.
She will.
We will show her the truth of nature.
The Coven will learn who they truly obey.
Who truly gives her power.
Rise from the dirt and the ash. They will.
That's it.
Oh,
That one was scary. Mine was light and fun.
This is why drugs isn't for everybody.
Right. It's funny because it actually makes me think of salvia. It's sorry.
Are you all succumbing to peer pressure?
We sure are.
Leo, come try this.
Leo says, no thank you.
Square.
Fine. Drace, you take a bump. And
I'm
you
scared
see
now.
the following.
I can feel the icy cold coursing through you. Use it to detach yourself from worldly possessions. Use the power granted to you to protect your people. They are still out there, somewhere beyond my reach. Do not lose hope. You can still save them.
Ooh, that was cool.
That's it for that. Dana, are you taking a hit?
What are you boys doing? That's the devil's dandruff, boys. What are you doing? And I smack it out of the whoever's handing it to me, out of their hand, and it flies into the air, and I take a deep breath.
Inadvertently, you have a vision.
May the light shine upon you, my child of the sun. Brutal as your enemies may be, remember not to use violence for the sake of it. Do not slay your enemies in my name and expect my gratitude. Seek justice and peace where you can, and bring my light to the darkest corners of the world.
Damn it! It made me feel bad.
There you go. You've all had
Vision
a
quest.
trip.
Peer pressure. The hell of a thing.
You bastards! You cursed me.
So you've all had a vision with the Prime Guild. Freddy is like, I'm not staying out of this one. Should we go scout the area, see if we can find where Jeffrey's being held?
I think that, yeah, it's the only option. I mean,
Yeah.
Yes, well, I think we should run there.
I think we should skip.
I've got a little pep in my step. We can We can go for a little run.
All right, Freddy's back in the game.
Alright, we're not running right now.
How about now?
You guys gonna go?
Let's go.
You know, it's so bizarre. What I'm seeing as an ad as I pull Twitch back up is a bunch of singing and dancing cats from Meow Mix, as if I also sniffed some drugs. Because that was really trippy.
It's a fully immersive experience.
For the cats who like catnip. All right, we're all seeing God.
I should
Saw
type
some gods and head north to Windswell Plaza Park. This park, which is normally just like filled with lush green grass, covered over now with several like military tents, some campfires, torches. You kind of you can get close to see some things without drawing their attention. So if anyone makes a perception check, look around before you get too
my
close.
perception is so good now.
Don't say it again. I got a 26 on perception.
24.
Not as good as that.
I got 20.
We got perceptive as hell.
Cool.
11.
Okay, well, most of you see, like, you all see there's, like, a few members of the Shroud, like, they're guards that you've kind of seen before. They're in their uniforms, just kind of patrolling the area. Not a lot of them, just, like, 4 or 5 patrolling around at this time. There's a lot. We're talking like first thing in the morning here, and it looks like a lot of these tents are being readied for incoming soldiers. As I said before in the pictures, they look like they were just recently put up. Haven't been quite like they're not filled with soldiers like from end to end of this park. But you can assume that there are some members of the military are going to be shipped here to deal with what Stroud called the national emergency. I'm going to bring up a little map of it. So your guys are coming in from the southwest kind of area of the map that I just put up. And you can see, let's see. These are the people that you can see. There are, yeah, like I said, 4 kind of guards kind of patrolling the area. There's 2 like kind of differently dressed guards, more towards the center of the encampment. There is also Teskill. They're close to like talking to those 2 guys. She seems frustrated. She's like her arms are kind of like waving like in general frustration, and one of the men is just kind of shrugging his shoulders, trying to talk to her. You can see closer to where she is, there's a couple of tents that are like a little bit bigger and look a little bit nicer. Like this is possibly like her quarters or like where she might be. You don't see any sign of Jeffrey like out in the open. You guys are free to sneak around. I'm gonna put your tokens up here.
Yeah, like where are we starting?
You're starting in the bottom left, kind of area. Where's Freddy?
Oh yeah, did we?
Freddy's back in the.
When we slept last night, did we heal all the way back up? Or?
Full heal.
Okay.
Restore spell slots. All that stuff is good.
Good.
So, yeah, there's a lot of tents here. I'm gonna let you guys make like some stealth checks if you want to kind of look through tents.
Here, echoing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. So, here we go. So you guys are thinking, and
So,
what
boys,
direction?
are we staying quiet or are we about to get real loud?
I know what you're gonna do. I was planning on staying a little quiet for a bit.
I mean, I could do a distraction if you boys like. Or, you know, I'll count to 5 and then I'll start.
Well, Yeah.
We don't want
well,
to
at
let them
least
know that there's people here, like on the like an enemy here.
Okay.
Let's try to
then we
let's try to
can only
find
fight
it.
all the time.
Should we try to find where we think Jeffrey's being kept?
We can. We could go in. We could try.
I'm thinking like.
What if we try to like pick them off like they do in the movies?
Like the Velociraptor scene, one at a time?
Yeah. One at a time.
Alright.
Yeah, what do you want to do? Scar,
Can we?
what-
I'm so sorry. Since it's already 10, could
Yeah.
we save this for the next time we get together?
we can, yeah, if we want to call it a night, that's fine. We can definitely start up here with this little sneaky.
I mean, that's probably fair. If it's gonna be a whole encounter, it could be an hour and a half.
This is a whole fucking thing. So, yeah. if you
Well,
guys
I
wanna-
think if we got spotted, he'd make us roll initiative, and that'd be the end of the night. But who knows how long that will take?
Yeah.
Well, you don't really pick people off without initiating them.
Yeah, to some degree. Alright, good place to
That is
stop.
true.
Cool. We'll stop here. If anyone wants to stick
We're
around
gonna,
for a recap,
Yeah. And Scott, are you gonna
Yeah, it's time.
upload those drug videos to?
yeah, I'll upload them. Yeah,
Cool.
I'll upload them and the Telia's vision.
Okay.
Yes, Telia's vision I definitely need to
Yeah.
see again.
Yes, Telia's vision. The vision exclusively by Telia. Telia's vision.
Telia's vision.
Yeah. So
That vision.
cool. Let's just put this here and can yeah. There we go. Let me turn this. Let me end this music stream part. So, what do you guys think of the session?
It was great.
I always feel like
I
I'm
like all the
missing some
videos.
like key thing to ask.
Now's the time.
Oh. So was there anything about that statue that I just missed?
No, that was a statue. I just thought it would be funny for it to come crashing down to the ground.
Same.
Was there anything we missed in the penthouse? We could go back at some
I don't
point,
think
so
so.
we
I
don't want
kind
to
of
give
was
it
pushing
away.
you guys to pull some of those items. Some of those items do have usefulness, but you don't know what that usefulness is as of yet.
Or one of those things, the suits that I stole.
Those
Obviously.
are useful for you in some capacity.
Okay.
Status symbols.
Stat symbol, and you want to end with Demont.
Yeah. I don't know if he's gonna be mad that I mess with his suits though.
He may think it's an inspired bit of work.
It's no. I probably wouldn't wear one of those when I meet him. If I
Look
get
what I did to your masterpiece.
Yeah.
Demont is Freddy. No, Georgie. What's his name?
There's both those guys,
Yeah.
Georgie and Freddy.
Yeah, they are both people.
They are both people.
Yeah. So
I like that Freddy's back in it, ready to tumble with Freddy again. He's a good friend. Good friend, Freddy.
Talia
Dude,
is.
those videos were amazing, Scott. That was
Yeah, they're
so
really cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
videos are definitely cool.
I'm glad you guys all decided to do drugs with me. Or
It would have been
after
fine.
Well, I was
if you
dying
wanted
for
to-
you to tell me that you had a vision from your spirit because I was like, I'll get to see what's going on with Jeffrey. Like, I need
I
to.
was gonna tell you.
Yeah, they were fun to make. I enjoy those. I would have been only slightly bummed if you guys didn't end up doing the psychedelic drugs and all that stuff, but it would have been fine. They were just pretty short videos, but I kept telling Amy that
Spent like months making them.
Well, I kept telling Amy that like I was doing prep work, but like I need more time because like it just takes so long, like to edit videos, and so I spent a lot of my time of prep work doing that.
You did those though?
Yeah, like some of the weird shapes and stuff, like the psychedelic stuff, I borrowed from somewhere else, but I interlaced them with relevant images and whatnot.
Ooh.
They're all probably free things that you could put
Yeah,
on.
I mostly like pull Creative Commons videos so I can use them freely. I think that's what I did.
I was just like, if you paid for it, I'd be like, how much did you spend on all those videos?
No, I didn't spend any money on any of that.
Okay.
Are those all your voices?
They were $1,000 each.
Some of them were not me.
Who were they?
Were they me?
They were like AI generated. Some of them were AI generated.
Ooh.
AI scary.
Oh yeah, and was that potato recipe legit?
It's a legit. Those are legit ingredients you can make to like for gravy, and like people.
Did everybody just pull up like what's in gravy and start reading off the ingredients? Because
Yeah, I texted
No, not at
Scott.
all.
So did you actually
I definitely
make
didn't do that.
shared ingredients list for the sauce? And he was like, nope.
Well, listen. Some people put
I mean,
soy sauce in the gravy.
you just know what's in gravy.
Gives it that umami.
I mean, all the other stuff is in like other than the potatoes and the soy sauce, are just in like every gravy.
Yeah. Butter, flour, some sort of stock.
I mean, a few of the things I would have guessed, but yeah, I would have said salt and pepper. Like if I didn't look it up, I would have definitely thrown that in there.
Yeah. That's because that's in like everything, like salt and pepper.
Yeah. There was no salt in his gravy.
Garlic.
He doesn't put salt in his gravy.
There's soy sauce in there though, so
That's
that's
soy.
Um,
Yo, soy gravy.
And no
so
family
Kelly
pasta.
is kind of alive,
And aged.
aged a little bit.
and it's not really blind.
Her powers have been unlocked.
Yeah,
Whatever
she's
they may
like
be.
magic.
I wonder if she's more like Oracle-esque.
Yeah.
Wait. What color was the Oracle's hair at Sunrise Port?
Probably
Just ask the
blue.
question.
Is the Oracle, is that the Oracle that we see in Sunrise Port? Is Telia the Oracle?
It's the same Oracle.
One in the
Wow.
same. Good call. Wow.
That's
Telia is the
very
Oracle.
cool.
Wow. Now I gotta look up.
Your notes from months and months ago that says
Yeah.
her name was
I'm going to
Telia.
ask her questions about Rick Grimes the next time I talk to her.
the stuff that hasn't happened yet.
Isn't she the one who said that like Nick couldn't swim that distance last time too?
Yes.
No, he could have. Yeah. Sure.
Hop back and said
That was probably the best moment of the whole series.
Telia,
Let's see.
Telia Iltrix is the Oracle.
Did we know her name?
I don't think so. I think it was just Oracle.
I disclosed it to you. Whether you wrote it down or not, it's up to you.
What, Talia's name?
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you disclosed it to us when we met with Pam.
No, I'm sorry.
Like when we were
in Sunrise Port.
Oh.
Remember that at all in Sunrise Port?
I'd have to look. I'm sorry, my sister's being ridiculous as per usual.
Yeah.
Classic.
I did not write down Telia Iltrix.
She wants us to drive down, but she wants us to get a hotel halfway. I'm like, Ashley, like you can't help but want to spend money. I don't have money, which is why I'm driving.
You sleep while someone else drives.
Right.
And they sleep.
And then she's like, well, let's leave at 1. And I'm like, I don't have the PTO. I have to work Thursday and leave Thursday night.
If you were going to take stay in a hotel, you might as well just take a plane. It wouldn't even be that much more expensive at that point.
It's just.
Where are you guys going?
My cousin passed away and he was in Florida, so we were going to Florida.
Oh,
for the yeah.
Okay.
So, and like, there's no direct flights to the closest airport. Like, if you want to fly, it's cheaper to fly like into Orlando. Then that's like 3 or 4 hours away, and then you have to rent a car, and then it's just it's not.
Oh. So you
See,
guys
or-
have a sneaky sneak ahead of you next session.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a
So
couple
maybe-
weeks before we play though again.
Yeah.
Because like,
Well, now
or
that I know,
we could play next week potentially, if you're going to still be.
yeah, I didn't know until
Hey.
we knew what was going on. I didn't want to plan like a bunch of things back to back. But
we could
we could do something next week.
We could potentially play next Wednesday or Thursday.
Ooh,
If you want.
what are those days?
It is possible.
Nick,
It's up
do
to you
you
guys.
have,
I'm good to go.
I say, do you have your other session with your other people
Oh,
coming
that's
up?
next Wednesday, right? You have a
Yeah,
session
so,
with D&D.
yep.
So maybe Thursday? You guys are up for it?
Thursday
I
straight
can
into combat. Right? That's what we're not sneaking anymore. We're
could
just
probably do that.
throwing those alchemical fires.
You could just
Fighting the
start
whole
running. You
place
could
up.
run right at them if you want.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, because if you throw a bomb at a spirit, does that spirit die?
Guess we'll find out next Thursday on
Next time. All right, so the
We can
25th.
turn everything around him and be like, oh, there you are.
Yeah. Hopefully there's no prisoners.
Oh, right.
You will have to find out when you
So the 25th.
25th potentially. Yeah, if you guys are all good for, I'm good for the 25th.
I think that should work.
works for me.
Hey, Fife. Scott, do you have any questions for us about anything? Because I know this is like for what we liked and what we didn't like or whatever. But do you have questions?
Specific questions? No. I mean, I just, if you guys want to give general feedback, if there's anything you think would be better or that like you liked in particular about this session or did not like, that's just the kind of thing I'm looking for.
Don't like that you make me do drugs.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
By accident.
You could have done them by accident, but you chose to take a
How
shot.
dare you make me do fake drugs?
It's all
They
natural.
all saw my wild eyes and were like, yeah, we definitely need some of that.
Well, after I saw your video, like, I've got to do this.
I will tell you that if you would have taken Romana's drugs, like there was potential that you would immediately be like you would go
OD?
like go unconscious. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Start making death saves.
Was that a role that you would have done behind the scenes, or was that something I would have had
I would
to?
have rolled for that.
That went to the box. I should have went to the box.
Yeah, I would have gone maybe to the box. You guys wouldn't know what it was for though. But
Oh, my.
You're dead.
anyway, yeah, I mean, you guys are happy with the session, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
Happy. Yeah, man. Happy we're about to get into some fisticuffs.
Ready for
Yeah.
Try out these new skills.
Save
I know.
my
Yeah, I'm
boy.
excited. I'm excited for level 3.
It's gonna be.
I'm about to start launch a spell at the beginning of next session to start the initiative.
Don't even move. Just fucking like launch something.
Just fire my longest range spell and hit whatever's
Just
near
fireworks right up into the sky. Give us away right away.
There is
Just
a
press
spell.
the digitation.
There's a spell that does that.
Yeah, there is. I saw that.
I remember because I almost took it for our other campaign, but then I didn't because like the way I wanted to use it was in like an enclosed space and just like fire it off and it does like a fuckload of damage.
Like a flare gun.
But it's like literally it's like fireworks like if you shot fireworks like at a roof that's like or a ceiling that's like a foot above you, I think it's like you roll like 10 dice for the damage or something. It's insane.
It's so ridiculous.
But I would be dead if I did that. So.
Worth it.
There's some pretty fucked up shit. Like one of them, you sacrifice your minion or whatever.
It'd be
Sorry,
funny if you
minion.
sacrificed your teammates, but
Yeah,
they didn't
Felix
know
had
you were.
that. Felix had that in the last campaign. He didn't get to use it though.
Oh, did he? Nice. Little fish nips.
Like turn your minion into a bomb. And they just
Yeah,
blow up.
basically. Yes. It kills whoever you're going for, but it also unalives your minion.
Unalive.
If you don't feel too attached to them, go for it. I guess I don't know. What's an Eidolon?
I don't know.
Same shit.
It's like when your computer goes to screensaver.
Eidolon? Eidolon?
One.
I don't know. They bring it up with companions and shit. Eidolon. I don't know.
How do you spell it?
Eidolon.
Oh.
I think we gotta go, but you guys have a lovely night.
All right, guys.
All right, good night.
Bye.
An Eidolon is a creature that draws upon a particular tradition of magic and manifests from a related essence. It's arcane.
Kind of like an elemental?
Yeah, it looks like an elemental, pretty much.
Kinda.
Cool. Pretty cool.
I have to read through more of the skills and stuff. I swear I read through like 10 of them, and I'm like, oh, there's one sound cool, and then I just stop. There's so many.
Go with what sounds cool. If you have the time to read through them, it's cool.
I get into such a if I read too many that sound cool, then I can't decide, and I'm like, well, let me just pick the first ones that sound cool.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a lot, and a lot of them like sound so similar, but like it's for like a different skill, so it's just like they put a lot of flavor text in there. So it's like
some things are pretty hard to understand. Like it's like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, some of them I don't quite understand.
You have to like know the differences between like your skill add-ons and your proficiencies and stuff. Like even like the assurance was.
Yeah, that's not really.
That
I searched assurance, and there's a lot of people that are like, yeah, the wording is funky, you know.
Right, because like
and I basically
there's nowhere that like spells out what your proficiency is. You have to know how to calculate that. So
yeah, it's weird.
You have to like separately Google that.
Yeah, and then it doesn't even really say that directly. It's strange.
I've definitely Googled like how does and then insert spell name Pathfinder 2E work, and then
yep, absolutely. Yeah, like this one, haste. Tell me what it means, because it sounds like it means the second sentence, but it doesn't say that to begin with. So this is what it says: magic empowers the target to act faster. It gains the quickened condition and can use the extra action each round for only strike and stride actions. It doesn't tell you in the first part that you get an extra action, but it kind of sounds like it's giving you an extra action per turn.
That is what quicken means. You get an additional action.
Okay, so that's what quicken condition means. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You get 4 actions instead of 3. That's pretty
You can
cool.
only use that extra.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
To strike or stride.
I do like that. Then that is pretty cool.
It is cool.
That is a.
And I assume when it says target, you can target yourself with it.
Yeah, you can target yourself.
Yeah.
I have one that like says a target gets resistance to things. I'm assuming I can use it to target myself if I want to.
Yeah, you can always target yourself.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the third level spells for me though. Like there's a few things like lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt's dope.
Oh yeah, but I mean it's pretty simple. It's just a 120-foot line of lightning that's really strong. Which is cool and all.
Indeed.
I like the there's one that I'm probably gonna go for. It's basically like you magnetize a small metal object and pull a magneto.
Yeah.
Make it a little flying missile.
You also at level 3 you could take fireball, which is a classic.
Yeah, fireball and lightning bolt are like the two that are like, well,
the fireball,
they seem too obvious though.
The fireball you could throw 500 feet.
That's insane.
Far as fuck.
That's insane. That's like too much. It's too much. That's too
It's
powerful.
hard.
500 feet does 66 fire damage in a 20
That
foot
is
burst.
insane. And it's funny because as much as I wanted to choose all the most powerful things, like I kind of like I don't want to put all the most powerful things, you know, like
Yeah, you know, we're still new, so
I mean, as we pick the powerful things, like I imagine the enemies get even more powerful things. So it's like,
True, yeah, this is true. So I shouldn't feel bad about it. But it's weird when like things of the same ilk are like this seems like it should be a first level spell. Why is it in the second level ones? Like there's one that's one of the blazing ones or something like that, and I'm like, this one's kind of lame compared to everything else that you get in this
right.
there are some that are like that.
stack
It's like not
skills.
quite.
There's always some like throwaway ones. Like I would never use this ever.
Right? Yeah, like who's using this shit?
Right. Like who would waste a spell slot on this? Like it's like
Yeah.
I'm not using a spot for this. I'm excited to try that.
Yeah, the main thing, like you guys will get like cool spells and whatnot as you level up, but like you'll probably find as you get further into at least this story that because the main enemy is like non-magic users, it's gonna be big beefy boys and like
Yeah.
overwhelming numbers. It's what's gonna be the challenge.
Right.
There's just gonna be that's likely. I mean, I don't have it all planned out, but I mean, they're not
So
going
I'm
to get
trying to
powerful spells. I mean, you obviously you've run into spellcasters against you, and you may again, but
Right.
like the main enemy is like non-magic people, so they'll.
Are you sure it's not like a Mon where he's really like acts like he's not magic, but he really is?
Could be.
I swear to you, a bunch of benders killed my family. Look at this fake scar.
Bloodbender all along.
He acts so shocked when he's in a fucking typhoon of water, like, you caught me.
Still, the worst part of that is that Korra did energy bending to fix all those people, which I don't agree with because they were all just blood bent. They still had the
Right.
bending energy, so that was just like a poor choice.
Maybe that was like a new energy bend, not like the old one.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it was like a new
Aang taught her.
subset.
Aang was one of the
True.
right? Once
But yeah,
Aang
maybe-
knows, everybody, all the avatars know it. Right? Like it's still Aang, like it's still the avatar. So like once one avatar figures it out, then like all the subsequent ones know the same thing.
I don't know. She did destroy her
Well, not anymore, yeah.
lineage.
Not at the end. She didn't have links to them anymore. After
That's
fighting,
true, but that was
whatever the fucking thing is called.
yeah.
Not Rava, the other one.
Yeah, that was like that was later.
There's this picture of all the avatars, and they go in a spiral, and she's talking to the statue of Aang, and it's obviously like his one is like the last one in the spiral, and then she's right there, but it's like there's no more room for another avatar. So people like, well, they knew, you know, like that was going to be the last avatar, and that was where the cycle was going to end. Otherwise, what are they doing? Are they moving each fucking avatar over one, you know, to accommodate for this spiral?
Right. That'd be funny.
They're doing a animated movie with like the adult versions of
Yeah.
Team Avatar.
Is it a movie? I thought it was like a series.
Yeah, it's gonna be a movie, I believe. I know
I don't know what to believe.
I know Dante Brasco is returning for his character. He's the
Yeah.
only one. The rest are going to be new. And I think that works
Who's
because
returning?
Zuko.
Zuko's voice.
He's got such a timeless voice.
Yeah, he could do adult fine, and the rest are grown up, so they have to be.
Well, it's literally the same voice that he uses for General Iroh.
Yeah.
There's no change in it whatsoever.
Oh, when he's doing the fake voice for Ira.
No. In Korra, he plays General Iroh.
Grandson or whatever.
Oh, is that him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's son or grandson. I think it's maybe the son.
It's his grandson.
The grandson. Okay.
Yep. Oh, that's why I forgot he named him Ira.
Wait, is it? No, it's Zuko's son. Because Azumi is the Fire Lord. and the younger brother Iroh is the general. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
Yep, I haven't seen it in so many years.
Korra. It's so good. I love it. I think it's
I've
really
never watched it all the way through. I get bored after the first season, and I'm like, eh.
good. Really.
I don't like as much.
Season 3 is so fucking good. I mean,
It
season
is.
2 is great. Season 2's got the
I would
best
say
episodes.
like, overall, yeah, season 3 definitely has the best fighting.
Season 2 I could do without, except for the one.
Except for
That's
the one
really
episode,
like
which
really
is the
the
best
highlight.
episode. I think it's like the best
Yeah.
episode of the series. Like
Absolutely. But Unalaq is my least favorite of the.
Yeah, of the enemies, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
The Red Lotus is so amazing. Like
Red Lotus is awesome, but like so is Kavira, is that her name? The metal lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
Beast. But like, yeah, and then like the Bloodbender is good too. Like I like all of them.
Yeah, I love the Amon storyline.
Yeah, the
The
characters
non-benders.
are better in the first one, but like the fighting and combat is so much better in Korra. It's not even close. Like it's
but then when you go back after watching some of the live action, and then you go back and watch the original Avatar, like that fighting is pretty solid.
It is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like when you could tell the ones where they committed to like where this fight's gonna be great. There are just like those episodes where they have like great sequences of like fighting between Aang and Zuko.
It made more sense though in the first one because they were still learning how to bend. Like Korra and Aang were basically like novices.
Korra,
He
was like an expert from the get go. Yeah,
right.
So
Already knew how to bend.
And they're pro benders, so that makes sense that they'd be good at fighting.
Which is one of the things that's really fucking stupid about the live action show. Like, they don't even show them learning how to bend, and then all of a sudden, like Katara's a master fucking waterbender. They don't show her like bend at all.
Ice discs, huh? It's just all of a sudden like that's a new move.
She goes from like knowing nothing to like being a fucking master. Like that wasn't all in that scroll.
We have not.
Laura texted me the other day and said she finished watching the season. And hold on, because I gotta read what she said.
Very disappointing.
She watched 3 or 4 episodes. She's like, I'm not as familiar with the show. I like it so far. Visually, I think they're doing a really good job.
Visually, it's great.
Yeah, I'm sure if you didn't watch the show, it's not bad. If you watch the show,
I sent her 9 text messages after that.
Telling her why she's wrong.
About all the things I hate about the show.
Character development is horrific.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is like I try not to compare too much to the original show. I get it; that's the source material, sure.
Right. I can't.
But it's never going to be as good as that. So why am I really watching it? Am I watching it to be disappointed? No, I'll take the flaws. I hate Katara's actress. She's fucking awful. She's so bad.
It's her and Aang's acting. And Iroh is acting like Iroh. He isn't just being Iroh.
I wish Iroh was better. Yeah.
Yeah. He's clearly trying to do an impression of Iroh. He isn't just Iroh.
I didn't like Zuko as much at first, but he ended up being the best one throughout the whole.
Yeah. Zuko's by far the best casting. Like, even his voice sounds kind of like Zuko. Like, his mannerisms are very, very down.
And like some of the changes they make, like because the last episode we saw was the Omashu. Right?
Secret Tunnel.
Yeah.
That one's one of the worst episodes. I thought.
I had just started having dizzy spells like that week and we started watching it, and then I got even more dizzy because it was making me so angry and it was getting me all worked up, and I was like, I can't watch this right now. But
it's just weird what they decided to change and what they decided to keep. Like they're literally using the exact same dialogue, word for word. And then other parts they just completely change. Like why not pick a side? Like change things or keep it the same. Like don't just randomly like throw darts at a board.
Well, like my biggest beef is that like Aang's motivation throughout the whole series is his like love for Katara, and it's what like all these things happen and is circled around his affections for her that make him persevere, and that's gone. Like that's his motive. That's his motivation, and he doesn't have any of that. now.
Well, the whole storyline of him having to lose his earthly tethers, and it's her. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's
Right. And
that's
also,
a
he's
pretty
like
huge
not
part of the
one
storyline.
bit of water bending in the entire first season. He hasn't even like tried it yet. Like that's the whole first season is him learning how to water bend. What the fuck?
They should have at least showed like her struggling and him being like, "See how easy it is? You pull and you push." You know, like at least
Yeah.
that to show that
And
he
he's
was.
like, "Oh, you mean
okay
like
at it.
this?" And
Yeah.
then like that's a classic. Like it's one of the best. Like
Then he's like, super supportive and like, but doesn't even practice it at all. It's like, what the fuck?
yeah, like I don't like him as an actor. I don't like Katara as an actor. Iroh, I could get behind because Zuko is so good and Sokka's so good. Like I'll
Sokka's-
ignore Iroh's, but like they make Iroh and Aang talk way too often, and those conversations just seem like forced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. I don't like
Again,
anything
we've only
they-
watched the Secret Tunnel up to the Secret Tunnel episode, but
I don't like anything they've done with Azula. Like they've like completely ruined her character as far as I'm concerned.
yeah, she's just
Yeah.
be this like badass that doesn't unravel until the very end.
It gets worse if you watch once you watch the rest of it. Like they completely like she shouldn't even be in this season. Like that was the whole thing is that she was introduced and she's had no blue fire. Like how hard would it be to make her fire blue? Like come on, like that's one of the coolest things about her. Pure blue fire.
It only turned blue like I remember seeing it once, and it was like when she was like totally fucking losing her shit.
That's not how she is at all.
I know.
That's ruining her.
Hey, she's so controlled.
She's so composed, like throughout the entire series.
And that's what makes her so crazy at the end when she loses it. And she only loses it because she loses like all her friends and stuff. And, yeah, it's the more I think about it.
Yeah, it's like changes like that that are so infuriating.
Did you finish it yet, Nick? You watched the rest of it?
Oh yeah.
I just like they could have done like such a better job with character development, given that like there's the scene where like Iroh is captured by the Earth Kingdom soldiers, and they go into this like background about the Earth Kingdom soldier and his son or whatever, and like it's interesting. Like it's not from the original series, but like you could have done that with one of your fucking protagonists instead of going in depth and like making this guy who's like a better actor than all the main people, like this giving them this like cool backstory about his family and how like Iroh was responsible for like hardships from his family.
Bender. It's
like some random dude, and like just like annoying. It's so fucking annoying.
Also, like I hate Boomy too. She completely changed.
Boomy was the worst.
Like for some reason, like he doesn't like Aang at all. Like he's not like he just like doesn't like him.
I remember because we watched the original one like shortly after watching the live action one, and we're like, he's like so happy to see him when he finds out that it's him, and it's like it reveals it's him immediately.
Right. Yeah. The whole thing was like that was the whole thing. Was the whole game was him trying to figure out who it was.
Yeah.
And he instantly like says who it is. It's like that's fucking stupid.
And then the worst part,
like the rest of the like tests don't make any sense. It's just
the fight that they had was so terrible.
He's like, I can't hold it anymore, and then he rotates it and they drop. I'm like, couldn't he have just done that the whole time?
Yeah, like
like.
They at least took some of like the things from that fight and like put it in the show.
It was like clearly like the drop kick that he does. Like they took that directly from the show. Then the rest of the fight was just Aang jumping over big rocks. He's like, oh, that's all his fucking airbending is fucking jumping in slow motion.
Yep.
Just like the fucking original movie.
I mean, they definitely had him flying in the first episode too.
Oh,
like, that's not a thing.
Not until Korra, what's that guy's name who learns how to do that?
Zahir.
Yeah, Zahir. He has to fucking drop all earthly attachments to do that.
He's like
shit.
the best airbender.
Pilot has to die. Sparky Boom lady has to blow herself up for that to happen.
Oh man, it's a shame because the bending does look really cool. So like it's the I mean I get it. Like in a show like this, you're never going to be able to have the kind of silliness that anime has, which makes it.
He could still make it fucking good.
Right, like the
for sure.
Shitty.
I'll watch movies and be like, okay, yeah, like they changed things, they left a bunch of things out, but overall, it was still a good story. and the acting was like the Harry Potter movies. Like the third movie was my least favorite movie because there's so much of like the plot, like information out and stuff. But like the rest of the movies were great. Like
Don't get me
yeah, they
wrong.
left stuff out, but you
I'm gonna
can't
rewatch
put
that
all
series too.
You
I'm gonna
what?
watch it all.
Huh?
The HBO Harry Potter series.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what a
They're gonna
Oh,
turn
wait,
that
they're
into
making a
10
show?
seasons.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
I didn't even know they were doing that.
Yep.
Are they just basically like doing a reboot of it, or is it
Yeah.
like new?
It's a full-on reboot.
That's
Harry
nice.
Potter first season. First
can't.
year.
I can't do that. I don't think.
It's too
I know
soon.
it is a little too soon.
It's too
I agree.
soon. Like, just
Don't
Harry
get me
Potter
wrong.
just like
I'll
5
watch
years.
it.
Actually,
No, it was more than that. Now it was 2012 or something like that. Maybe 14, but still 10 years ago.
That's still
when
that's
what?
when Harry Potter ended.
Telling you guys, you want a spiritual successor to Avatar. There's even a few Easter eggs in Dragon Prince. There's one point where one of the the guy who's probably the funniest, he's basically the Sokka of the show, even though he's not the guy who voices Sokka in the main character. But he gets on an animal and he doesn't know how to make it go, and he says something. It's just like, ah! Yeah, he's like, yip yip. He says it like with a question mark, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But there's a few things in there that are like, yes. But as far as like the good, just like little humor, and it's nothing that's gonna make you belly laugh, but it's all just little, silly little shit.
I
It's
was
good.
like, so like back to the live action real quick. I was like really excited by like the opening sequence of the series because I thought it was so fucking good. Like with the
Yeah, that's so cool.
like they wrote that for the series. Like that wasn't from the original.
Yeah.
Like the opening thing with like the Earthbender like running through the streets. That was like
Yeah.
really compelling. I was like, this is great. If they do this like the whole time, like I can get behind it. And if they add their own stuff like this, that's great. But no.
Yeah. They didn't. I mean, they tried to keep some of this stuff, but they tried to like cram too much stuff together. Like their Mashu episode is like 5 episodes crammed into one episode, and they're trying to do the thing with the girl and the Shamshir, whatever that thing's called, the creature.
Cheers, you.
Cheershu.
Whatever, yeah, that thing. They have like the tunnel, and they have like their Mashu, but like the Aang and is not even together with his friends during that. The whole thing's split up. It's like let's get 6 episodes of filler and cram it into one episode. Try to throw the thing in there with like the inventor and the flying machines and like all that shit rammed in
Yeah,
there.
that's where I really felt it got too jumbled. Was the inventor and all that shit, and I was like,
Either completely put it in or leave it out altogether. Like don't like do like the half-assed like throw a bunch of bits and pieces.
Right. If you left the inventor out and the Fire Nation just happened to figure out how to make a war balloon,
that would have been better than having
like
that whole side
that's
thing.
something you could change, and they just happened to like have.
But you needed Sokka's character development as far as
true. I
knowing
mean,
that
yeah,
he's
that's true.
Also, had what's his face in it from Community.
Danny Pudi.
Yeah.
And I guess like for the invasion, they reunite, so maybe that isn't a part that they could take out.
I mean, they could have figured it out for sure.
They could have taken Secret Tunnel out. That was inconsequential.
Yes, especially since they changed it so drastically.
Right.
Like, I get it. We had to meet badger moles, but like, guys,
If anything, it should have been 2 episodes for the Secret Tunnel alone.
Like the way that they made that work out was just really dumb.
I'm just glad they didn't do any of the fucking one leading up to the secret tunnel with the 2 clans that they had to keep
the
apart.
canyon.
Oh yeah.
They make a note of it. Someone says something about it.
Yeah,
Do
make
they?
a mention of it. Yeah, like it's like a side note where like he says all the things he went through, like getting to some place, and he
Okay.
mentions crossing the canyon.
Hello, young broccoli. In chat. No, I have not
Young
seen the Fortnite
broccoli.
Aang skin. Apparently, there's an Aang skin in Fortnite.
Yeah, they have
They're
all
doing
the
a whole
Avatar.
All of the characters are in there.
Yep.
I still want to play Fortnite just as much as I did before I knew that.
Zero.
And don't get me wrong, I really enjoy that they get to put these characters from every other property into Fortnite. Basically,
Yeah.
it's like you get to
It's a
play as a
money-
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
It's a money
Awesome,
machine,
but
man.
yeah, I mean, it has these kids. It's just Roblox. I don't know what Roblox is. I'll be honest. I don't know what the fuck it
Roblox is dumb. I downloaded it to play with my niece, and it's just
It's like Lego people, but like it's pretty much like you can create games inside the game. It's
weird. I don't understand it. She just made us go to a pool and put on bathing suits and then like swim around in the pool. And that was like the only thing that
What?
we did when we played. I'm like, I don't even understand what this game is about.
I need a little bit of direction in the game, man. Like,
Yeah. All right, guys, my hip really hurts sitting on this couch, and I want to lay. I'm tired, and
okie
okie
dokie.
dokie.
All right. Well, I guess I'll see you guys on Monday.
Yep.
Monday? Is
Yeah.
it Monday? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Are you
Mondays
throwing
for Society.
Monday's on
Ruben
you.
Lazan.
a quick turnaround for Lausanne?
I gotta make
I
my
know.
lasagna on Monday. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Do you want us to not do lasagna? Do you want us to just like do a lasagna palate cleanse that week?
Yeah, maybe we should do a skip week since it's so close. Maybe I could bring like subs again or
We do
stuff.
another sub night or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Something different.
I'm good to take a break from it.
Yeah, so we don't have to do another lasagna that quick. It's like a fast turnaround.
Yeah.
All right,
We can talk
Ruben
about
lasagna on hold.
We can talk about it in the chat, but I mean, I'd be down to do like subs or something like that again. Those were good.
Yeah.
Or some other
Are you
place.
talking about from Italian John's?
Yeah, John's Italian Deli.
John's Italian Deli, whatever.
John's.
Hey, I'm Italian John.
That's Mario and Luigi's company.
I'm walking here, Italian John.
Whatever. Good night.
All right, guys. Talk to y'all later.
Good night.
Bye,
Bye.
stream.